Welcome back to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your unwavering and continued support. People are still giving several views concerning the nominees to the cabinet that William Ruto had given us the 11 names. Notably, the names that were standing out are Kithure Kindiki, nominee to the place where he was before. That is Interior. Eden Duale was recycled to go back to the defense. Of course, Alice Wahome was taken back to public works. But there is another nominee that is dead on arrival. This list, if you ask me if parliamentarians are serious, this list is dead on arrival. William Ruto decided to keep at bay Susan Nahumincha, either waiting to be in the second list of nominee or he wants to kick her out. And in her place, he decided to replace her with a name called Dr. Deborah Mulongo Baraza. And I think William Ruto wanted to ensure that exit Eluya, enter another daughter of Mulembe, so that people stop complaining that you have taken our position the way Mount Kenya had started. I heard the Nyeri governor, Mutahi Kahiga, telling William Ruto in Kameme FM that our 8 slots must be preserved to us. You cannot take them away. So William Ruto was trying to make a delicate balancing. There is an ethnic element that must be looked at. But ladies and gentlemen, Deborah Mulongo has been circulating and she's trending because of what is allegedly a scandal on her. There's a big scandal. Something is trending and going around that the Kenya Medical Dentist and Practitioners Board is the body that regulates those who are practicing. If you are a doctor, a nurse, a clinical officer, and others, you are in the field of medicine, you must work under some guidelines. Engineers have got their guidelines. There is a regulatory body. Teachers have got their own. So doctors are under the Kenya Medical Dentists and Practitioners Board. So it is said, and this is circulating, that Deborah faced an axe. The list of doctors removed from the register for non-compliance, and they're saying this was 23rd April 2019. And they're saying, I think that is the number, the practicing number, Deborah Mulongo Baraza, PO Box 22594 00400 Nairobi, none, all that her name was struck from the list of those who should be practicing. Even lawyers sometimes. There was a time when the former and late senator of Homa Bay, Otieno Kajwang, faced the very question. I heard that his name was removed from practicing law, I think because of some scandal. But he later said he went and faced the board and declared his name. So Deborah's name has got question marks. Someone would be asking a question. If this is true, why would William Ruto rush and give us someone who is already tainted? Why? We are over 10 million Kenyans, people who are learned, they've got certificates, they've got experience. We've got youths who want to occupy those spaces. Then you come up and give us a name that has been struck from those who should be practicing. Non-compliance. Non-compliance is a general term. And if there is a delicate docket, is health, because we are dealing with human lives. We are dealing with lives. We do not know whether she committed something that had to cost someone's life. And if we bring someone who could mess when she was practicing, now she's coming to be in charge of all the doctors. Ladies and gentlemen, she is someone who is a mediocre if this is true. She will not care about the mess in the ministry. And it gives her a bad name from the onset. Her relationship with doctors is going to be very bad. Assume you who is watching this channel, we are doctors. People who are learned. And then we are given someone to be in charge, someone who's already tainted. So you want to tell us, exit the incompetent Nahumincha, you bring even a more incompetent person, because once your name has been struck off, I believe that the names are struck off after you sit down in a deliberation. They give you time to defend yourself. They read for you the charges. Then you try to defend yourself. They listen to it. And when they have considered all your pleas beyond reasonable doubt, they vote, they look at it, because the people who are in that board are also doctors. And they tell you, you're not worthy being there. So this is the kind of a person that William Ruto is giving us. You know, one, our president takes us for granted. He dissolved that parliament, that cabinet, because number one, it was incompetent. It could not deliver to the satisfaction of the people. We could not link that cabinet to the promises that William Ruto gave us. And now that is the reason why he dissolved that cabinet. Now he's coming with another name that only suggests that he is busy recycling people who are incompetent. So he does not take people seriously. He thinks people are joking. If the main reason why you dissolved the cabinet is because of incompetence, is because of corruption, you bring a name that is tainted. I think this is just unbelievable, and William Ruto should be serious. People have always argued that William Ruto wants people whom he can control, people who are incompetent, so that as you do your job, he knows very well that people don't like you, so you are working under his mercy. He tells you, hautakikani huko, these people don't like you, but I am protecting you. So as you work, you don't have the confidence of working, but you are working under his mercy, and you will dance to his tune. For example, if the name of Rebecca shall pass through, then Rebecca, it goes without saying, no Rebecca, but Deborah, will be told, you know, you are working because of my mercies. These people don't like you. Kenyans don't like you. And now you have to dance to the tune, because in any following cabinet reshuffle, you know that you are next. Because you already know that I do not have the wherewithal that people are looking for. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a sure test that William Ruto does not believe in excellence. He believes in mediocrity. People are mediocre so that he can control them. And we have always said this, that for a cabinet to be clean, the authority must come from above. If William Ruto declares corruption a national disaster, you will never see any iota of corruption in this docket. If William Ruto decides that I'm going for excellent persons, the way Kibaki did, regardless of your tribe, regardless of your party affiliation, and he says, I have a plan, I have a program, and I want to bring in think tanks that will deliver this plan despite where you are coming from. Not politicians. You bring experts. I can assure you that the country will move on. But the way things are, we are still going back to status quo. That is it. Corruption and wastage is something that is not new, and we are going to go with it. But you see, we have a president that is scared about someone taking political mileage. That when you are assigned somewhere and you excel, then he feels, oh, this one is excelling more than I. He does not want you to excel. He wants everything to be accorded to him. That is why we had cabinet secretaries, and when William Ruto, tells us that he's negotiating for some domestic work, a whole president, and he does that when we think there are bigger fishes that he should fry. He believes that even looking for jobs for workers as domestic workers should be done by someone else. Should be done by someone else is the one who should take over. And I think if this is the way to go, then we are not going. We have not solved anything. Dissolving that cabinet was a mere, formality. It has not achieved anything. How? And I want this as a test to our parliament. Are they going to rubber stamp what William Ruto wants? Are they going to look holistically at the credential of a person? Our parliament has failed us. That is why they were being greeted. They passed the Finance Bill 2024 despite the outrage, despite Kenyans telling them, please don't. We are already overburdened. But they did it, and they were chest thumping. They were cornered by some Kenyans, and they were told, You are no longer our friends. Now this is another test. I remember when Mithika Linturi was facing that Oster bill, a vote of no confidence bill, and the parliamentarians were given a chance. They saved him based on their party affiliations, not looking at the mess that when we give fake fertilizers, we are preparing our country to a period of hunger. They don't look at that. They don't look at the real hustlers that they talked about. They're looking at their political class, their colleagues. And so as these names are going, Deborah's name is going to be scrutinized and looked at. Are they going to rubber stamp it? Are they going to look at it holistically? And as it is, I'm waiting to see, maybe the name had been cleared, because what we have been given could have been the case, but maybe she has appealed and maybe things are different. But this is shocking. We need a Mama Mboga in that cabinet. We need Gen Zs. We need the poor. We need the people who are at the bottom of the economic pyramid. We need William Ruto actualizing bottom up. When you recycle now those people like Kidiki and Wahome, surely. This is sad. That is why Gen Zs had declared a total lockdown on 23rd Tuesday. What do you think about those names?